And there we go. Got those all holding it in, the tech screws all along the bottom there. You can see them coming through here on the inner wing. Show you around there. So there's one there, one at the top and bottom of that. And we've got 4 along the top here. And then obviously the 2 in there and the couple in there, and then 1 on the front on each side there and there. So that just gives us the exact point to get that back in where it is right now, which fingers crossed this is in the right place. So we should be able to get it back exactly like that with all those holes. Okay, so we need a lip here, or a turn should I say, across there, and at this end this is what we've cut out because it was all plated underneath. It was more than one piece of metal and old seam welds in there, not very nice, so we just need a straight section there. Really should have a slight lip on the inside, maybe you can see that under here. So I might try and replicate the slight lip on the inside here, and even maybe curved here, and then obviously the return from, there's supposed to be a little gap actually, it's supposed to be this notch like this one, so I think that's probably there. So we'll figure something out, cut a little notch in it to match up. Started to make up this piece, doesn't look right much at the minute, but kind of goes there. We're getting close now. Obviously got that bent up like I said. I've also just deformed this front edge under here to give it a little bit of strength, because there's a lip under the shelf where it's stamped out. Certainly on these ones, not on these ones though, for some reason. So I've done my best to imitate. That's going to fit in there like that, but there's a bit in the middle here that needs taking off, so I've just drawn my little line on there. What I did forget to do was pre-drill these holes because I'm an idiot, so I'm going to have a go with the hole punch tool, the hand hole punch, just try and put some of those holes in place. And here we go. Bit rough down here, but that'll be filled with weld. Just making up around there. I managed to punch the ones at the end, and now to try and drill the middle ones. Just pushed it out of shape a bit, but I think that will fit in there. So next up we'll get it tacked in, and then we'll go from there. Right, we've got it lined up. Time to try and get some tacks on. Then we'll probably have to bend it into shape a bit, and then maybe once the tacks are on we'll get the copper behind it, I think. See how we go. So we just made up this return from here to the end. I remember to punch the holes in it, so you know, at least I remembered this time. So we're going to get that tacked in there now. Painted all the way along with Cure Rust. It's been a while since I've used Cure Rust, which I guess is a good thing, because that means we're not leaving much rust on the car. This new section in here that you've already seen, that's welded in and ground down fairly well, Cure Rust. And then Cure Rust just up here between where the steering column bracket, well, strengthening plate that goes on top of here was trapping the rust in. So just done that while I can get to it there. and I actually put a little bit under here on the original tunnel. So there you go. Parcel shelf, I believe, is now repaired. We actually put a little bit of weld in here and in here just to strengthen up this. Little bit of preparation done here. So these are the marks through where I drilled the holes from through the floor plan. Obviously taking off the paint so we can get a weld onto there. I'll probably put weld through primer on here now. Same up here where the shelf attaches. We did the top already. So I've got to also re-drill out these holes to big enough size for the plug welds to match those ones there. Right, we've got the clamp in here, made a little hole so we can actually clamp up. Time to try and get a first few plug welds onto the floor, to the new table. I've got a massive new clamp. I've bought this to help me weld the toe board to the floor because my old one couldn't reach very far. But now I can reach all the way in here and clamp the floor down. And not only can I reach in there, but I can also use it here and clamp the front of the tunnel. Basically the reason I'm not putting a load on at the minute is because obviously we've got the scuttle panel that will go over the top here, and then when the scuttle panel's on we'll be putting lots more in. So just a few along the top here, keep everything in position. So now we took out the tech screws, but they do leave a bit of a mess, so just flatten them a bit with a hammer. They'll come along with a flap disc, and then we'll back the holes with the copper like that, and then we'll MIG weld the holes up. Welded up along those 4 holes and ground back. See where we've got to now. So much welding on the front of this toe board, but bring you in and show you what I've done so far. So we've done a bunch of these welds along here, and I've done that seam weld between the tunnel and the new floor section. So I've just got a couple of those tech screws to pull out, and then once we've pulled out a couple of those tech screws, just plugging in the holes on this side. And then we've done a bunch over that side as well, but I need to just do a few more on that side and then tidy up with the tunnel, trying to get this curved section pushed all down nicely. Anyway, don't fall over, but I tidied up very slightly in here. There's my big pile of scrap metal. But yeah, we even had a slight hoover off the floor. So far looking alright. You can see some of the welds have come through there and here. So that's penetration from the shelf onto here. So we're not far away from taking this out, but I need to finish up one job, so I'll finish up those welds first.